Hey everyone, I'm back. Today's more of a chill video because I'm wearing my koala jumper and I just want to remind you guys, stay hydrated. If you don't know me, I'm always harassing people to drink water. If you got a headache, drink water. If you're feeling tired, drink water. You'd be surprised how much it can solve. Apologies for the quality. I'm filming with the front camera of my phone because the past few recordings it has stopped halfway, so I don't want to risk it. So today I am starting Project Pan, and if you don't know what Project Pan is, essentially it is trying to finish up makeup products that I own. Now, you might be wondering why. Firstly, I own a lot of makeup products and it would be easy for me to throw things straight in the bin. Now, we know that makeup products expire, but there are some products that can go further than the use by date. You just have to be a bit wary if it's a liquid or a cream product. If it breaks you out, throw it out. Just be mindful with that. But mostly with powders, I feel like if you sanitize your brushes with alcohol, they can last you a very long time. So back to why should I use up my makeup instead of just throwing it out? Well, number one, I am a makeup hoarder. So I rarely wear makeup anymore, but I just have a really big collection. So what's the point of having this collection if I don't use it often? So this will encourage me to use more of my products, to discover things in my collection, find things I love, find things I hate. So how it works, I selected products in my collection that I feel I've had for a long time. Now, oh, is that Chungus?
Yeah. Is that a chicken?
This is Coco. She had surgery. We love Coco. Yeah, get well soon. I forgot where I was at, but yeah, my dog got surgery. She had a lump and they had to do a biopsy on it, and thank God it's not cancerous. Hallelujah. It was just a hair follicle that her body treated as a foreign object, so it swelled up quite a bit. Yeah. Anyway, that aside, what was I getting at? Oh yeah, so I went through my collection and I picked all the products that I thought I've had for a long time. Now before that, I did go through my collection and throw out things that were just unusable. The Project Pan community, it's quite a cute one. I already have something in my collection that I hit pan on. A lot of the girls and boys in the community get excited when you see the pan. So that's an example of hitting pan. Yeah, I feel like it's a nice way to discipline yourself. Like, hey, makeup products last for a very long time if you don't use them often. So it's a way to encourage myself to realize makeup's expensive, makeup lasts a very long time, so you don't need that much. So I'm gonna just start with the products I want to pan. Typically, like, eyeshadows will last a very, very, very long time, as well as blush, because logically you're not applying that much. So this is the NYX blotting powder, and I estimate that I got this in a Bella box maybe 2 to 3 years ago, but I use this quite often nowadays because I rediscovered it. It's a translucent powder. It's in the shade Light. It's called a blotting powder, and as you can see, it's very dusty. I feel like that's why I've hit pan on it so quickly. I love this powder. It doesn't add cakiness when you put foundation on. Oh, the point of this video, sorry, it's gonna be hot. I was going to apply these products, how can I forget, as I talk about them. Kind of like a get ready with me chit chat. Apologies if you hear things in the back. I have a loud family. So I have 3 primers in my Project Pan. So the reason for that is they're tiny, and I've had these for 4 years and maybe 3 years of this one. I barely reached for these because I, for the life of me, could not find them. They would always be in the back of my drawer. I used this the other day, so I'm going to use it again. It's the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, and I freaking love this. The other ones are the MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance and the MAC Strobe Cream. So I feel like I can get through these fairly quickly. These are 6ml, they're all 6ml. And I feel like I've been a bit generous with the application of my products because, you know, I'm trying to get through them. Yeah, this backlight primer, as you can see, it's got like a bit of a metallic sheen to it, but it's nothing to stress about because once you put foundation on, it kind of tones down, but it makes me look so healthy. If you don't know by now, have dry skin, so I like having moisture. My question is, would I repurchase these products? If I love them, yes, but I have a lot of product. First thing I'm going to do is go through everything that I own, and then I'm gonna purchase new products. And I'm not perfect. I'm definitely gonna be buying makeup along the way because I love makeup. Like, why wouldn't you buy things that you like? But yeah, so I'm gonna apply the Clinique Super Balm Gloss. I stole this from my mum years ago, and it's this perfect wet gloss, but for the life of me, I put this on all the time and I can never get through it. As you can see, it's like water, if that makes sense. And then I just chucked in Nivea. My dog's just peeing outside. I just chucked in the Nivea lip balm as well. I'm sure we all have like tens of thousands of lip balms, so yeah. Brows. So I have the Benefit Gimme Brow in shade 3. This is drying up, so I feel like I've made a lot of progress with it already. I got this for a Christmas present in 2016. You might be like, Amanda, what are you doing? So if you're still curious about the Project Pan community, I would recommend hitting up some videos. There are also communities on Facebook, and if you're interested in it, chuck it a follow. I've been very interested in the topic of minimalism, although I admit I'd probably never become a minimalist myself, who knows. It's just a nice community because, you know, we're realizing that makeup companies are trying to sell us so many things that we honestly don't need. Even if you're a makeup artist, like, you have your kit and that's pretty much it. You can buy a few things here and there, but no one needs that amount of makeup ever in their life. It's an interesting question, like, when's the last time you've gone through a product? For brow powder, this fell apart the other day. It's actually an eyeshadow, so it's the Essence No Cream No Sugar, and I'm applying it with this fake Zoeva brush in 310. I don't know why, I like doing my brows with powder. I've always been that way because my brows are already pretty bushy, so it kind of just fills in those spots. Oh yeah, and how Project Pan's gonna work, some people do monthly updates, so you'll see like, oh, I should be showing you guys the progress. There's like a bit of a dent there. Some people do it monthly, where they'll show the progress of how much products they've used up, but I feel like a month is not enough time, so I might do it every 2 months, every 3 months, just, you know, how I feel. What's next? Okay, do you guys remember this concealer? It's the Instant Age Rewind, and I know that this one's, it's not that old, but it says new on it, so this has been out for a while, so that's a bit concerning. The one thing I love about this is, I love that noise. So, this is a incy-wincy bit dark on me. I'm just kind of applying it to areas I want to cover up. But yeah, nothing against this concealer. I like it. I just feel like sometimes it gets a little bit too thick. If you saw my full face of Maybelline, you would know that I love my Fit Me. Okay, for foundation, the reason I selected this one, it's not the oldest one in my collection, but it is a double up. I have one in a slightly lighter shade and then this one. So it's the Ordinary Coverage Foundation in 1.2N neutral. I forgot how good this foundation is. I put it on yesterday and it's just perfect. And the best thing is, it's so cheap. It's a bit hard to get your hands on because I feel like it's sold out a lot of the time. That was back when I bought it. I love The Ordinary. Their serum, their serums, all their products are amazing and amazingly priced. I feel like as I burn through my collection, I'm just gonna slowly replace my products with theirs. So this foundation has coverage in it, but it's not like offensively thick, and I feel like this shade's like a little bit dark. Sometimes I need that because today my mum she yelled out from the kitchen, "You're so pale." So not that there's anything wrong with being pale, people just mistake it for being sick sometimes. Is anyone else here pale? Because the amount of times people have said, oh, you know, are you okay, are you sick? No, I'm fine, hun, I'm fine. And I'm just using my Kmart sponge to blend this out. I feel like it's tricky with sponges. Like, when do you throw out a sponge? Like, how do you know it's done? When it gets gross, I guess? Oh no. I don't know if you can hear that, but my mum's setting up the Christmas tree, which I really don't want to miss out on. But also she found one of our like singing Santa toys and that's just playing in the background. Sounds a bit possessed. So I just got some foundation on my brows. I'm just brushing them through. Now I'm going to quickly set that because my face gets so itchy when I put makeup on. I don't know why. I think it's the dust. You see that? Yeah. So I'm going to apply my NYX blotting powder with my Eco Tools brush. Okay, I'm running out of phone storage, so I'm gonna try power through this. But because it's like an introductory video to my project pan, I feel like it's gonna be a bit lengthy. So grab a cup of tea, sit back and listen to my soothing voice. For highlight, I've had this since 2016. Sensing a trend here, right? I've had a lot of makeup products be purchased in that year. That was like when I started my phase. So it's the Super Shock Cheek in Stole the Show. I don't know if they still make this shade, but I have loved it ever since I bought it. And I've already hit pan on this. I hit it a long time ago because it's not a cream, it's not a powder. It's like this weird texture, but it's very pretty. I don't know if you can see that on camera. It's very pigmented as well. Honestly, this region is pretty much pointless because of masks. So, and yes, I put some on my forehead because I want to look healthy. The only thing with this highlight is that sometimes it brings out my texture, which I don't really like. So if I feel like adding another highlight in, I might. What I've also been doing is I've been using this as my eyeshadow. So I'm gonna put this on my inner corner. I make the ugliest faces when I put makeup on. Now I'm gonna move on to bronzer because I need it. So the NYC Smooth Skin bronzer in the shade 720 Sunny. This is a tad dark on me. I have made progress, starting to see that sun fade away, and I feel like this is going to be hard to hit pan on because I have to go very light-handed with it. I don't know if it's the colour, the formula. I don't want to look orange, I want to look sun-kissed. That's the goal. And recently, like recent year or two, I've been obsessed with bronzer. I used to never really put it on. I just love it. And I've also been using this as an eyeshadow, but I'll also be going through some eyeshadow palettes that I have had for a while I want to go through. Did you hear my arm crack? Okay, so I'm going to use this as an eyeshadow. So I just get like a fluffy brush. I literally just do like the outer perimeters because I want my eye to also look bronzed. But yeah, today I'm just going to work, so I don't want like something full on. I mean, I could, but I just don't like the feeling of like heavy makeup. So like even the fact that I put foundation on feels a bit heavy for me. But I feel like because that foundation bottle is so small, I can go through that, you know, pretty quick. That being said, it's a marathon, not a race, and I don't want to pressure myself. If I feel like I don't like a product and it's frustrating me, then I will let you guys know and probably donate it or throw it out. And I feel like I have to learn the hard way that I just have so much makeup, and if I continue this spending habit, it's unhealthy. Like there's no reason for me to own so much if I can't even use products up. So I highly encourage anyone watching this to, you know, give it a go. See any products in your collection that you've had for a while and, you know, question like, do I still need this? When's the last time I used this? Blah blah blah. And it's pretty eye-opening, especially if you have a big collection. So now I'm gonna go in with this single eyeshadow. The problem I have with single eyeshadows is that I forget that I own them. I remember absolutely loving this when I picked it up in Priceline. It's by Total Intensity in the color Crave, and it's this very nice shadow, and it gives you that really nice glowy look, which is what I want. So this will probably take me a while to go through. I want to see if I can try and depot it and put it in my magnetic palette. Continuing with my face, I've got the NARS blush in Orgasm, and it's actually a duo. So this shade is Hot Sand. Also makes a nice highlight shade, so maybe I can use that as a highlighter as well. But the blush is very strong. It's one of my favorite blushes. Like, I don't know if you can see that. What I've been doing with blush recently, I've just been doing my nose as well, and kind of the perimeters of my face. I feel like it brings warmth. I might just use this highlight. The reason I want to go through this blush in particular is because I've had it for ages and I actually have a backup of it. I have a mini one, so you know, what's the point of me owning two other than I love it. Now I'm going to apply mascara. I found this random sample. It's the Tartist Lash Paint by Tarte, and it's still really wet, which means I haven't used it. Oh my god. Is it just me, or does anyone else get itchy when they put makeup? And not just this makeup in particular, it's always. So I'm getting a bit concerned, like, is it because it's hot and I'm sweating, or is it something else? And I don't have an eyeliner in my Hitting Pan collection, because I've been wearing it recently, but I just don't wear it that often. I feel like it makes my look more intense, which is not what I really want. If I do add one in, I'll let you guys know. But I think I'm gonna add in the e.l.f. pencil eyeliner because sometimes I like to use that to give myself a little wing. So far, this mascara is actually really nice. It is bloody hot in here, so I'm gonna use the MAC Prep and Prime to set my face and to make myself feel cooler. Now, I love this so much. The scent, the effect, everything. It's multi-purpose. You can use it to disinfect like your brushes, wet them. But I've had it for 4 years and it says it lasts for 2 and it hasn't broken me out, but I'm so close to finishing it and I feel like I can finish this. It's just bloody amazing, and I do have a lot of setting sprays, but nothing has compared to this. Alright, now before I finish, I'm just going to show you guys a few eyeshadow palettes because I am the worst. I have so many eyeshadow palettes. I have gone through them and thrown out or given other ones to my mum that I just feel I haven't touched. But these are probably my oldest palettes. So first one, it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild palette. My sister got this for me for Christmas 2016, and the reason I haven't really worn it too much is because it's not that it's unwearable, but it's just very strong. So my plan is, what's the shade? Pink Heart I can get away with because it's warm and I can actually wear it as a highlight, whereas the other shades, Blue Ice and Lucky Clover, are a bit more subtle, so I could get away with that. But these ones, I would have to use those as eyeshadow because, I mean, there's no rules to makeup, but it doesn't really go with my complexion. So yeah, I have used this fairly often. I've had it for so long and I just kind of want to rediscover it. Maybe, why not? Let's just put on Pink Heart. I don't know if you can see that. That's actually cute. I feel like now I'm having a problem with the texture of my skin, and highlight kind of brings that out. So the next eyeshadow palette is the Ciate London. This one's by Chloe Morello, and I haven't watched her videos in the longest time. I got this in 2017, and I've used it, but just, you know, barely. And I feel like it's a nice palette that I could wear every day, especially all these warm shades at the top, these shades. Even I can do like a purple look. It's very wearable, and it's like one of the oldest palettes I have, so I feel like I can dip into that. But there's also this Crush Cosmetics palette that I probably used once or twice, but it's very gorgeous. It's all these warm shades, and I feel like I could definitely get away with wearing these every day. The reason I stopped reaching for it is because I think I got a Morphe palette and that was better quality. These ones kind of smell like baby powder. Not that there's an issue with that, but it's just, I don't know, more cheaper than what I had in my collection. So I want to see if I can actually depot some of these into my magnetic palette to make it easier, because I feel like this is also very bulky and that's why I don't really reach for it. So that brings me to the end. Those are all the products that I am trying to finish up in my collection, and I will update you guys. I'm gonna say 2 months, so that'll be roughly end of Jan, February. I will update you guys on my progress. There is a hair that keeps getting stuck to me. Yeah, that's my finished look. Very natural, very glowy. I like the glowy. Yeah, and let me know if you have a big makeup collection like me. Let me know if you want to see my makeup collection. And I'll also be doing a skincare version of this, so products that I'm trying to finish. Skincare edition, maybe a cheeky hair edition as well. And stay tuned for another empties video because that has also been motivating me to finish my products. So last message, just be conscious of what you spend your money on, because I definitely have not been good this year. And, you know, save it. Save it for better things. Ciao. That's pretty much it. By the way, look at this mug. It's my dog. Anyway, see you later, guys. And stay hydrated. Bye.